The morning inbox discusses the hardest games of the 16-bit era, as one reader reports in after 5½ hours of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. Seeing your article today, and looking at my social media feed, it seems that many people have ran off and made assumptions about EA being purchased by Microsoft. I think that if Microsoft are currently speaking to EA, it isn't a takeover in the works, but most likely some sort of exclusivity deal like they had with the original Mass Effects last gen. I'm not sure what IP EA could provide exclusively. Last gen they had quite a few before settling down with sequels and annual updates. In the days of 16-bit power they were also doing everything from Deluxe Paint on the Amiga to Madden on all major formats. It will be interesting to see exactly what the plan is. I have a feeling this will be revealed way before E3. You could well be right, and there's certainly no real evidence so far. But if Microsoft wanted to buy EA they could certainly afford it, and it would have an immediate and drastic effect on their current problem with a lack of exclusives. We'd agree that if you haven't heard anything by E3 it's probably not happening though. Microsoft/EA buyout rumor. After learning of this rumor and reading up on this, I would like to point out why I think Microsoft, if they choose to buy out EA, wouldn't necessarily be a bad move, but in fact could be a very clever one. Currently the Xbox One has a good games library, however this move, if it's happening, could greatly bolster the Xbox One's games library. If you look and see how many games EA has developed and released so far, there are an incredible amount of games and franchises that EA has. If bought by Microsoft they could then develop newer titles for most of the games EA has made past and present. This would also open the potential for many of EA's Xbox 360 titles to be made backwards compatible, bolstering the Xbox One's backwards compatibility list as well, since Microsoft would own EA and wouldn't need to keep asking for permission to do so. It would also allow Microsoft to provide extra resources and manpower to current EA employees to develop bigger and better games in the future, offering fierce competition to its competitors. I personally wouldn't object to having these advantages on Xbox One.